Oh, hello everyone. Merry Christmas from the North Pole. Just taking a little break. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. We have to warm up. Oh, you were looking for milk and cookies? Santa's not flying tonight. He can have a little wine. Warms the soul. Let me start over with my story. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the aquarium not a crab was stirring, not even a bacteria. The filter socks were hung in a row in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon show. The fry were all nestled in their caves with visions of seaweed dancing in their head. And Mama in her bubbles and I in my rubble had just settled our nest for the evening's rest. But on the surface of the water there arose such a splash, I sprang from the cave to see what's the matter. Away to the opening I swam in a flash, tore open the plant leaves, and threw up the clamshell. The LED moonlight glistened like new fallen roe, giving the luster of midday to the objects above. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 reindeer rest. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than Barracuda, his seahorses they came, and whistled and shouted, he checked off their names. Now Barb, now Tetra, now Angelfish and Discus, O Commodore Swordtail, Platy and Cardinal. To the top of the tank, to the top of the light, now swim away, swim away. As fish flakes that before the wild filter stream fly, when the school met an obstacle, they mounted to the overflow, to the cave top they swam, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the top of the cave fins and tails of each little piscine. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the filter tube, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was all dressed in fluff from head to his tail, and his wetsuit was tarnished with grunge and carbon soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked much like a decorator crab. His eyes, how they twinkled, his lateral line, how merry, his gill covers were like roses, his snout like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the bristles on his chin were white as crushed coral. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old angler fish, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A flap of his gills, a twist of his head, soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings. Then turning with a jerk and fins up aside his snout, giving a nod, up the filter tube he rose. He glided to his sleigh and to his school gave a whistle, and away they all swam like pods from a clam. But I heard him exclaim, ere they rose out of sight, good fish keeping to all, Merry Christmas and good night. Merry Christmas, everyone, from Dr. Tim's Aquatics. Cheers. We're turning up the heat.